Optus, not evil, but often incompetent, apart from the technicians. So I went to get a plan change, and it was going to cost $165 to move the socket from one room to another. I pointed out to Optus that I'd been with them for 13 years, and perhaps it was a bit unreasonable to charge me that much money when new customers got a free modem and free installation. So they gave me a free modem, and were only going to charge me $65 for the installation. I thought, okay. And I found out later that the tech gets paid more than that, so Optus would have been doing it at a loss. So that's good. Anyway, so the socket was changed location, and soon after the new modem arrived, plugged in, got it activated, all working very nicely. And then a week later, my modem started to have problems, flashing lights, no connection. I rang up and was told by the Optus technician on the phone, as opposed to one here, that there was an outage in the area and to call back 24 hours later. Okay, so I called back 24 hours later, and I was told that the tech I had spoken to had actually lied, and there wasn't an outage in the area. So they gave me a credit of $40. So that was good. So they arranged for a real live tech to come out and have a look at the problem, and I explained that I would be home by 3:30 that afternoon, and that seemed all fine. And then I work in a call center, so can't get access to my mobile during the day, so I got a message on my mobile after I finished saying that the tech had called at 1:45. Wasn't very happy with that, so I rang up, and fortunately the technician was able to come back and discovered that the problem was with the power supply to the modem, which is prominently labelled saying connect to mains power only. Now, mains power is subject to brownouts, i.e. rises and dips in the amount of power coming through the line. And so I would have thought that plugging it into a UPS, an uninterruptible power supply, which actually improves the line quality, would not have been a problem, but apparently it was, because it killed the power supply. So tech gave me a new power supply for free, which is great, and I'm not plugging it into the UPS anymore. Okay, so I thought that was the end of it, but then I got a bill for $165 for the socket location change. So I rang up, and the person I spoke to found the notes saying that it was only going to be $65 and promised to reissue the bill. So I paid the $65, which I was happy to pay because they, in general, had been quite nice about the whole thing. But then I got the new bill, and the $100 credit had not been taken off, so it was still $165. So I rang them up again after receiving a suspension of service notice, an imminent suspension, and they found the note again and said that they would deal with that, and they did deal with it, but I still got charged a $15 late payment fee. So if you call up Optus, and probably many other telecommunications providers, if they say they're going to put a note on your account to do with something, they'll put the note there, but no one else will read it. So, as I said, Optus, not evil, just administration is incompetent. Wouldn't say necessarily that the operators you speak to are incompetent, but their systems, SUCK.